High School would also like to remind you that good sportsmanship is one of the primary goals of high school athletics. Student athletes recognize that judgment calls by officials and coaches are
suffering from neck, back, or joint.
To the Blackford Sports Network, home of the Blackford Bruins. Thank you for tuning in today. We welcome you to enjoy the broadcast of the Bruins, but ask that you please come to the games to support them. Please enjoy the broadcast and make sure to check out our sponsors, because without them, none of this would be possible.
We're just going to turn it up. Good evening, everybody. Welcome to Blackford Sports Network, home to your Blackford Bruins. And we've got an exciting day here. The girls traveling all the way over to South Adams High School to play the South Adams Starfires. It's going to be the season opener for the Lady Bruins, and I've got a special guest here. Why don't you go ahead and introduce yourself and tell everybody who you are.
Hi, everybody. I'm Terry Welch. I'm going to be doing some of the broadcasting here for the girls this season, and I look forward very much to it. I think Steve and the gang's done a great job putting Blackford on the map, and I hope I can continue.
And we're going to have a lot of fun doing this together, right?
You betcha.
All right. A little bit overwhelming at first to learn everything, but once we get going, it should be a fun season. And this is going to be great for everybody. Hopefully we'll get all of the girls' games in as well as all the boys' games in. And because that we were up here trying to show Terry everything that's going on with the setup. We didn't have time to go down and get the lineup, so we're going to be shooting from the hip this evening. But can't wait to see what's happening here and the girls and their first game under new head coach Scott Cagle, assistant coach John Simmons, and Abby Wetzel, I believe, is also an assistant coach. Introductions underway right now, and we'll go through most of them I know. And Terry, hopefully you can pick up the ones that I don't. But it looks like Kaylee, is it Kaylee Henderson or Kaylee Henderson, I believe. Reagan Harding, Haley Wick, and is that Peyote? Fourth one in line?
No.
No?
She's right there coming in, number 8.
Number 8 is Peyote. All right. So I'm not sure who that is. Macy Cagle, Grace Simmons, Lariah Lytle, Alexa Hurd, Kylie Eppert, Aaron Cagle, and they all turned around. Kaylee Sills, Emma Jacobs, what's that?
Haven't seen her in uniform yet. So.
Yeah, so, and then that's Mackenzie Hundley, and looks like, is that J.C. Rogers maybe? Man, the eyes just aren't what they used to be. The Starfires getting their introductions right now. Why don't we get into another ad here real quick while we wait on the Bruins waiting on this game to get underway. We'll try it. There we go. Now cut it in there.
Suffering from neck, back, or joint pain? Clear Choice Chiropractic can help. From neck pain, migraine, stress, or a colicky baby, Clear Choice Chiropractic has the tools necessary to help you live pain-free. Call Dr. Malia Robertson today at 765-329-5044 and schedule an appointment. Don't live another day in pain. Call now, 765-329-5044, or stop in and visit them at 1501 North Walnut Street in Hartford City. Have an insurance claim suffered to your home or business and not quite sure if you're getting the settlement you deserve? If so, contact Jeremy and the team of CMA Claim Management Adjusters for a free claim consultation. Nationally recognized as one of the nation's most respected public adjusting firms, CMA handles all types of insurance claims: fire, theft, hail, flood, and many more. Large or small, we settle them all, ensuring you get everything you're entitled to. Contact CMA today for a free consultation at 844 CMA 9110 or visit their website at www.claimmanagementadjusters.com.
All right, so we're back and ready to get the game underway. Of course, the South Adams Starfire is going to be out in the field first, the home team. And once we figure out what the lineup is and who's going to be playing where, we will let you guys know as we get it. Oh, we got one. This one's going to be the South. Oh, this is for. Oh, all right. Awesome. Thank you. So Grace Simmons is going to be leading off. Thank you. Simmons will be leading off, followed by Lytle. Lytle's going to be playing second base. Simmons is going to be out on third. Hurd in the third slot, playing third base. Eppard is in the fourth slot, going to play. Oh, she's going to be pitching. Cagle looks like she was going to be doing the catching today. In the fifth slot, Sills is going to be out in right field. Jacobs is going to be at first. Roseberry is going to be, and you could tell it was a former baseball coach because he's only batting 9 and has a designated hitter. And I don't know that softball does designated hitters. And J.C. Rogers is going to be batting cleanup in center field. And Peyote is number 1.
We got it right. Eventually.
All right. And for the South Adams Starfires, Myers is number 8. We'll get more into that as we go on. Simmons up to the plate. The first pitch, a swing and a miss. Strike one. An 0-1 count now for the sophomore Grace Simmons. Oh, we need to get this off that and get this scoreboard up. Another swing and a miss for Simmons. Strike 2. Simmons with an 0-2 count early on here. And that's lays off of that one and gets ball 1. That's going to be number 15, Nussbaum. I believe that's her name. Simmons takes the inside pitch, a 2-2 count. After going 0-2, Simmons now back on a 2-2 count, trying to even it up here. A swing and a miss by Simmons for strike 3. Simmons gets the first out of the inning. Go ahead, Terry.
I said they certainly picked a good day for the first game of the season.
You know, it's I was looking at the temperature gauge on my Jeep on the way over here, and it was 63 degrees.
Ours wasn't quite that warm, but I tell you what, we'll take it. Beat snow on the ground.
I love it. The first pitch for Lariah, it is Lariah, right? Yeah. Lariah's ball one. Yeah, I love the weather here tonight. The wind blowing just a little bit, just enough to make the flag furl and unfurl. A swing and a miss by Lytle for strike one. But going from left field to right field, and it looks like it's going to be a good game. Not too many sweatshirts out on the field as they were last night for the boys at Mechanic-Wall. And Lariah gets a hold of one out into left field, but it's caught by the left fielder, number 14, Feaster.
For the second out of the inning.
Not too bad, though. We'll take it as the Bruins went 2-18 or 2-17, something like that last year. They only won 2 games under Coach Dick Lyons. And this year, Scott Cagel's looks like he's definitely got him swinging as Alexa Hurd takes the first pitch for strike one. Fouls it off. And that pitch on the outside for ball one. Heard a swing and a miss. Oh, that must have been a called strike two. So I missed that one, and we're going to be back with the bottom of the.
Are you looking for a used car at an affordable price? Call Dave Montgomery at Dave's Car Corner. He has the nicest used cars on the market, and you just can't beat the friendly service that Dave Montgomery provides. Located at 1225 North Walnut Street in Hartford City. Foundation Building Material is your building materials supplier for all of your building materials needs. From drywall, steel studs, to Armstrong ceiling tile and insulation. Foundation Building Material is founded on principle and built on purpose. Contact Aaron Farrell today at 260-472-2181. Freiberger, attorney at law, is looking to be your all-around attorney, leading the way for wills and trusts, criminal defense, and family law. Let her handle your divorce, child custody, your adoption, and much more. Call or visit today at 217 North High Street in Hartford City, or call her at 765-329-5100. Call or stop in today, 765-329-5100.
All right. And we are back here with the bottom of the second inning. The Bruins over here in Bern, Indiana, playing the Starfires, and the freshman Kylie Eppard on the mound getting pitching duties. Not something that you usually see, but I've known Kylie Eppard for quite a few years now, and she is a very good pitcher. So should be exciting to see what the Bruins are going to be doing with her on the mound today.
Yeah, a lot of times ability doesn't come with age.
No, it doesn't. She has definitely been one that she works on it. I know her dad really works with her. And it looks, and she did get the first pitch, strike one, hits the outside corner. Eppard lets that one fly. Another strike two, an 0-2 count now for Myers of the Starfires. Eppard gives that one just a little bit too high for ball one. A 1-2 count with no outs for Myers. Your infield, Eppard at the mound, Cagle behind the plate. Oh, she wanted that one but laid off. Now a 2-2 count. Emma Jacobs out on first, Lariah Lytle on second, Grace Simmons out on shortstop, Alexa Hurd at third, and the outfield after this. And that one gets driven out into center field. J.C. Rogers got behind it, was going to let it roll to her, but the grass must be a little bit wet out there as it just died once it hit the ground. And now up to the plate, Lefevre.
The batter, the center fielder, number 16, Kayla Lefevre.
A lefty for the Starfires. She knocks one,
Foul.
goes foul.
Well, they did a good job getting the ball back into the infield, holding that to a single.
Yes. Yeah, it looks. The thing that's hard for me as an announcer is going from baseball where the field size is 400 feet and then coming in and trying to do softball, and you've got that high fence out in the outfield, and it's usually only about 200 feet. And a bunt by Lefevre advances Myers over to second, but Eppard picks it up and makes the throw to first for the out. A sacrifice bunt for Lefevre. Gives the Starfires their first out, but not before advancing that runner over to second. Up to the plate now, Nussbaum.
Your batter, the pitcher, number 15, Hannah Nussbaum.
Nussbaum hits one, fouls
the
it
first
off.
one off, out of play.
A nice little cut for Nussbaum. An 0-1 count. The freshman Kylie Eppard on the mound for the Bruins. Delivers that pitch, and that one's fouled off as well. An 0-2 count now for Nussbaum. Feel free to interject anytime.
She's making contact, just not quite good enough yet.
And that's all. That's the name of the game, finding your pitch and making good enough contact to put it in play. And she does right there. A high fly ball out into right center field. Kaylee Sills was running over. J.C. Rogers was running over as well. And Nussbaum gets a double out of it after the girls just ran by each other with that one. Not good fielding for the Bruins on that play, as the Starfires now have runners on first and third with only one out.
Looks like they're bringing in a pinch runner, number 17.
And I did not get the...
First baseman, number 24, Taylor Oxford.
And up to the plate now, we have Taylor Augsburger for the Starfires. Runners on second and third. Eppard delivers that pitch.
Just a little high.
Just a little high for ball one. And this one's going to be driven over to third. Hurd picks it up, tries to throw home, but it's in the dirt, and Cagle's unable to make the play. And Myers and Nussbaum score. Uh-oh. We've got a play here on Augsburger, and Hurd makes the play. You want to go ahead and talk about it, Terry?
Yes, she overran that play just a little bit. She didn't think the catcher would see her getting on to third, and they just flat out threw it to third base, and the third baseman ran her down.
A nice play by the Bruins to pick up the second out of the inning.
Number 7, Emily Hamill.
First pitch here is outside and high. Counts 1-0.
And this is Hamill up to the plate. The second pitch driven out to right field. Kaylee Sills gets underneath of it, hits off of her glove, and drops to the ground. And Hummel picks up a double, tries to round and go to third, but Lytle has the ball in the air over to Hurd. And Hamill stays put at second.
The batter, the catcher, number 5, Jade Baker.
And Baker up to the plate now for the Starfires. Eppard with the pitch, and it's an inside pitch. It's a fly ball, and nobody's able to get to it.
There.
It hung up there in the air for a minute, but nobody was there and able to make it to it. A runner. Oh, we do have a runner on second. I forgot to put them up there. A runner on second for the Starfires. Only one out. No, 2 outs. Sorry. And this one's an inside pitch, and it's going to fall to the ground as well out in left center.
No bouncing today. It sticks.
Nope. And she pulls a double and scores the runner, Hamill. Not much the Bruins could do about that hit. There's no real play on the ground. If it hits the ground, it's probably just going to stick there. And it looks like we've got another pinch runner, number 18, out on second base now for Baker. Feaster up to the plate.
The batter, the left fielder, number 14, Aaliyah Feaster.
Oh, I keep forgetting how many is that now? 1, 2, 3. First pitch a little bit inside for ball 1. Eppard doing a good job doing what she's out there to do, pitch strikes and give the defense a chance. That pitch finds the strike zone on the outside edge, strike 1, and the steal attempt is caught out. A nice job by the Bruins.
Of the inning.
What was that, a 2-1-5? Was that right?
I believe so.
The catcher threw back to the pitcher. The pitcher threw over to Hurd.
To third, yeah.
Right. All right, so with that, let's get into some more ads, and we'll be right back after these short messages.
Fireworks is your hometown owned and operated fireworks store. They have 17 years in the fireworks business and have every type of firework from pre-packaged deals to mortars to the big boys and much, much more. New this year is convenient online ordering with an in-store pickup at all of our locations. We will be located at 235 West Washington Street in Hartford City, next to the Chinese restaurant. Visit today at www.pyrovillefireworks.com.
All right, everybody, we're back, and not a very good inning for the Bruins out in the field on that one, giving up 3 runs on 4 hits with 1 error out in right field, letting it go off the glove. Terry, what do you think so far?
Well, I think it's a new season. The girls are at least making contact. I think they'll settle down a little bit once they get used to playing out there, used to the competition. But we better do it pretty quick.
Better do it real quick. A swing and a miss for Eppard, strike 1. Another swing and a miss. That one was way outside. Not sure if the girls are seeing it or if I think is it Nussbaum that's pitching, right? Right? Nussbaum, the pitcher, is maybe throwing a curveball for him.
That one had a little curve to it.
That one is up and over the fence. Foul ball. Eppard's going to get another chance to take another cut at these pitches by Nussbaum. Yeah, it seems like the pitches are trailing away from the batters, and that's why they may be having a hard time getting a hold of it.
Yes, both pitchers doing a pretty good job, though, today.
Yes.
They found the strike zone for the most part. I don't think we've had a walk yet.
No walks yet. Nope, none at all. And that last pitch was a ball trailed a little bit too far outside, and Eppard gets a hold of that one, grounds it over to the shortstop. Shortstop's there to make the play for the first out.
Pretty much the way they wrote it up.
They might as well have. The Starfires having their way with the Bruins so far early on here in the game. We're in the top of the second as Aaron Cagle approaches the plate. A swing and a miss by Cagle, strike one. Cagle fouls that one off now with an 0-2 count. And the Bruins, Nussbaum doing a very good job of pitching, getting the Bruins to swing at those pitches and not able to make real good contact with them.
It seems like when it's time for him to start swing, it looks like a strike. By the time it gets there, it's moved off the plate considerably.
Absolutely, and that pitch is fouled off way over behind the visitor side dugout. Scott Cagle, the father of Aaron Cagle, down there giving his coaching advice to the junior, Aaron. That pitch is in the dirt, ball one. And that is the only misstep that I have seen so far. Look at me, I am falling behind. Eppard flew out, right, to... No, she grounded out to
shortstop.
6-3 for the first out. Cagle now with a 1-2 count with one out for the Bruins. That pitch is called strike three. And Cagle goes down looking.
Another one of those that came in and went out.
That one looked like it might have been a little bit on the low side and definitely on the outside edge of the strike zone if it was. Up to the plate now is Kaylee Sills, the right fielder. No, I'm good, thank you. That one just a little bit high and outside, ball one. Sills, another pitcher for the Bruins. Finding herself in a new position this year and goes 2-0 now with the second ball called by the umpire.
I'm glad it's her at batting and not I.
As well as I. A fouled one off there, strike one. I used to coach a lot of these girls back when they were younger. Sills, I believe, was when I started up in the 11U division and started coaching, and had a lot of fun with them. And a swing and a miss, strike two for Sills.
That was a nasty one.
Yeah. But, I had a lot of fun with these girls. Most of these girls that are playing here I have played, or I have had the pleasure of coaching at some point in time in their youth division. That one just a little bit low, and Sills with the first full count for the Bruins. That's not strike three, it's ball three.
Yeah, I coached girls' Little League about a generation before that. I enjoyed it immensely and haven't been back into it too much, but I still enjoy watching, and I think I'm going to enjoy broadcasting a little bit this year.
It's a lot of fun. I've done it.
Baseman number 9, Emma.
I've done both. I've coached Little League Baseball. I've coached softball as well. And by far, I love coaching softball more than I did baseball.
It's an entirely different game.
Yep. But I love broadcasting both of them more than coaching. So first strike called, an 0-1 count now for Emma Jacobs. Emma Jacobs was another one that I had the pleasure of coaching. That pitch in the dirt should be ball one. A 1-1 count now for Jacobs. Kaylee Sills landed out on first after being walked. The first one given up all game. Another ball is 2-1 for Jacobs.
I think that was the first walk that was given up, period.
Yes. Yep, the first walk of the game. A swing and a miss by Jacobs. Now a 2-2 count. Jacobs chases that one for the strike 3 called, and we're going to be going into the bottom of the second. The Starfires leading.
Do you have an insurance claim suffered to your home or business and not quite sure if you're getting the settlement you deserve? If so, contact Jeremy and the team of CMA Claim Management Adjusters for a free claim consultation. Nationally recognized as one of the nation's most respected public adjusting firms, CMA handles all types of insurance claims: fire, theft, hail, flood, and many more. Large or small, we settle them all, ensuring you get everything you're entitled to. Contact CMA today for a free consultation at 844-CMA-9110 or visit their website at www.claimmanagementadjusters.com.
All right, we're back.
Pitchers just completed their warm-ups. I'd like to say hi to a grandson that's listening in today, recuperating from back surgery in Eaton.
Uh-oh.
Jacob, hope you're listening and enjoy the game.
What kind of back surgery did he have?
Had some fusion surgery. He was the little boy, 6'6", fell out of a deer stand a few years ago and had to be rushed to Indianapolis, and he was having a little problems with his back, so they had the second surgery to fuse some more vertebra.
And
he's coming along fine.
He's from Eaton?
He's from Blackford. Played football for Blackford.
He fell out a couple years ago with Matt Eppard, right? Yeah, okay. I know who you're talking about. So he had surgery, huh?
Oh, yeah, serious surgery.
Yeah.
But he's coming along just fine.
Good.
And I'm sure he'll be out watching some football.
That's good as well. All right, I believe we have a 1-1 count. That pitch misses just inside a 2-1 count. Yep, 2-1 count now for Feaster, who comes back up to the plate after. And this one's ground over to Grace Simmons. Simmons fires it over to Emma Jacobs for the first out of the inning. A nice play by Grace Simmons and Emma Jacobs to get the first out of the inning.
Good pitch to get the ground ball instead of a fly ball, too.
Absolutely. Up to the plate now, number 1, Smith.
Number 1, Maddie Smith.
The announcer had me confused for a second. That's all right.
That's our job, to confuse each other, I think,
Yeah.
today.
Why not? Oh, now I know why it's backlogging. Now it should catch up. The first pitch, ball 1.
A good pitch. Just a little high over the inside corner.
And I don't know why. We're not in the bottom of the third, right? We're in the bottom of the second.
Yeah. Counts 2-1. 1 out.
Count is 2-1 with 1 out. Yep. Epper delivers that one fouled straight back for strike 2. A 2-2 count now for Smith. No runners on. 1 out for the Bruins. The Starfires still leading 3-0.
Those look like awful good pitches to take.
Yeah. A full count now for Smith. And Eppard fires this one in, gets her swing and fouls it off. Still in at the at-bat. Yeah, see the backlog. It caught back up, and now it's good.
Oh,
and this one's grounded right up the middle. All the way out to J.C. Rogers, who picks it up, fires it in.
Holding the batter to a single.
But Smith gets the single. That one hit right up the middle. A great job by Smith. Now the final batter of the lineup, Wynn. And there's Richard Lyons commented on. Softball has a designated player. Beth Wall says Annie says good luck. And Richard Lyons would be the one to talk about the designated player a little bit more. I don't know how it works. I thought that it was an extra hitter or someone that you hit in place of somebody else. I don't know.
I'm not
And
sure
that
either.
pitch is called strike, so we have a 1-1 count.
I see somebody's going to have to do a little bit of research, and that's me.
Yeah. Well, I'm sure Richard Lyons will comment back on here and let us know exactly what it is. That pitch just a little bit high. We do have a runner on second now as Smith made her way over there. A
It's a close
2-1
play
count.
at second, though.
What's that now?
It was a close play at second and the stolen base.
Oh, okay. And that one's fouled off. A 2-2 count now for Wynn. Eppard receives the sign. The pitch call. Delivers it. Ooh, a changeup. Just gets a piece of it for strike 2 still. There's still one out for Wynn and the Starfires. A runner, Smith, still out on second. Eppard, another changeup, still fouled off.
Coming right back at us.
Coming right straight back at us here in the booth. A lot of windows here in front of us. A beautiful booth. This
Yes,
is
it
by
is.
far one of the nicest press boxes that I've been in, traveling these high school baseball and softball fields. So,
The whole facility out here, what I've seen is really good.
yes.
Baseball, football, soccer, the whole.
Well, the Starfires definitely know how to take care of their facilities, that's for
Absolutely.
sure.
Still fouling off pitches.
Yes, she is, and still staying in at the at-bat. A good job, especially from the bottom of the lineup. And this one's hit out into deep center, and this one's way back all the way
Off
to
the
the fence. Smith heads to third, rounds home, and Simmons is able to fire it into Cagle and keep Smith out on third.
Yep, the runner
But
had to stop there at second base before she started to make sure the ball wasn't caught.
All right, a nice hit by Wynn.
Absolutely.
A double all the way to the warning track of the Starfires field here. Still one out, and we're back to the top of the lineup.
Stop. Number 8, Jenna Myers.
And with Jenna Myers. Eppard receiving the pitch. Delivers that one just a little bit high for ball one. Eppard waiting for the pitch call from Cagle, delivers, and this one's driven way out into left field, and it has a chance all the way to the fence.
Base of the fence again.
Barry fires it in, but not before Wynn's round third, going on to home, and the Starfires score 2 more on a double by Myers.
Those balls are hit hard.
Yes, they are. These girls know how to hit, and they're putting on a clinic. Lefevre up to the plate, but Coach Cagle's going to call a quick timeout and have a chat with his girls, maybe get them to calm down.
Foundation Building Material is your building material supplier for all of your building materials needs. From drywall, steel studs, to Armstrong ceiling tile and insulation. Foundation Building Material is founded on principle and built on purpose. Contact Aaron Farrell today at 260-472-2181.
We're back. Conference is over on the mound. We're getting ready to get back on live play here.
And it looks like it was just a quick, maybe a motivational speech by Coach Cagle while he was out there.
The batters with center fielder
Runners on second now as the Starfires have taken an early 5-0 lead over the Bruins. Eppert fires this one in, and it's driven out into center field as well. J.C. Rogers picks it up, but Myers rounds third and heads on into home for another score by the Starfires.
Right now they're centering up the pitchers really well. Those are hit hard.
Yes. And the Starfires now out to a 6-0 lead.
Number 15, Anna Nussbaum.
That pitch gets away from the catcher, allowing the runner to advance to second base.
That's something that Cagle has always struggled with as a catcher. And the pitcher, Nussbaum, who got a double her last at bat, is now up to the plate again. And she gets that strike call for strike one, a 1-1 count. Yep, 1-1 count for Nussbaum. That pitch misses outside and low for 2-1. One out for the Starfires. The Bruins struggling defensively here today and not able to really make any good contact with the ball when they do. That one's driven out into right center field. Seals on her way back, and that goes to the fence, and Seals not able to get it. And Lefevre's rounding third going to home, and Nussbaum is going to make it all the way over to third for a triple.
Another instance where it's centered up pretty well, this time to right center.
Yeah.
The first baseman, number 24.
And we have a runner on third. Reset. And here we go up to the plate. Augsburger takes the first pitch for strike one. Nussbaum. Oh, we must have a pinch runner for Nussbaum, don't we?
Tell you what, these Starfires came to hit today, didn't they?
Yes, they did. A big swing and a miss by Augsburger gives her strike two, an 0-2 count. And she gets a piece of that one, but fouls it off. Staying in at the at-bat.
That woke them up in the Bruins dugout just a little bit that time.
They need to be woken up after 7-0 score here by the Starfires in the bottom of the second. An out is what the Bruins are looking for, and this one's driven over to shortstop. Simmons able to fire it over to Emma Jacobs, but Emma Jacobs not able to field it out of the dirt. Another error by the Bruins.
The batter, the third baseman, number 7, Emily Hamill.
And we're going to call that an error as we have a runner, and I believe we're now at 8-0, right?
I believe that's what it says, yeah.
Yep. 8-0. No, that would not be a hit. That one's going to be fouled off for a quick 0-2 count with one out by Hamill. And this one is the run that I was looking for. Nussbaum scores on that last hit by Augsburger. Eppert on the mound, delivers the pitch, a changeup right in the gap. Roseberry picks it up, fires it all the way into third to stop the runners from scoring. So runners on first and third for the Starfires. Still no outs as the Bruins are struggling to find that out.
The batter, the catcher, number 5, Jade Baker.
Jade Baker up to the plate. Swings and hits this one foul for strike one.
I always crack up at Janice from the high school musical thing. But she's had that, I think, ever since she was starting varsity. I'm hoping I get to play Megan Miller's song tonight.
Hamill on first, Augsburger on third, and Baker up to the plate. And Baker is the ninth batter to bat for the Starfires in this inning. So unless something drastic happens, the Starfires will bat around one more time until the Bruins can get that final out. That one just a little bit high for Eppert. A 2-1 count now for Baker.
Long innings are hard on the pitcher, whether it be baseball or softball, either one.
Yes, they are. Hard on the fans as well. A little bit high and outside now, a 3-1 count for Baker as Eppert's struggling a little bit here to find the strike zone.
Everybody forgot about senior banners. I asked Kayla, I'm like, are you guys doing banners? She's like, oh my gosh.
Eppert receives the pitch call from the coach, delivers in the dirt, ball 4, walk. Now bases loaded for the freshman pitcher. And back to the first one to bat this inning is Feaster. Feaster is going to go ahead and bat again in the same inning. Still only one out, and it was hers that was the out to get. Eppert looking now to do it again. The infield has moved in, and this one's going to be hit right into the 8-9 gap. And one scores, two scores, and Emma Jacobs gets him. Oh, and Hurd's not able to catch the ball to get that out. But a nice double by Feaster. Scores.
Had the right idea
2.
to go back there to throw behind the runner, leading off too much.
Yep. Sends Baker back to third. And Feaster's going to be out on second with a nice hit out into right field. And let's see here. 1, 2 more runs, and we've only got runners on second and third now. Coach Cagle back out for a mound visit, and you know he can't be happy with his opening start to this game. Oh, and we've got a pitching change. Grace Simmons is going to come in and relieve Kylie Eppert, and I'm assuming that Eppert's going to go to second, and it looks like Lariah Lytle's going to head over to shortstop, and let's go ahead and thank some of our sponsors here.
Freiberger, attorney at law, is looking to be your all-around attorney, leading the way for wills and trusts, criminal defense, and family law. Let her handle your divorce, child custody, or adoption, and much more. Call or visit today at 217 North High Street in Hartford City, or call her at 765-329-5100. Call or stop in today, 765-329-5100.
All right, Terry, here we are. We're back. And Grace Simmons is all warmed up, ready to go for the Bruins. Delivers that first pitch on the inside, gets them swinging for strike one.
You think that's where they need to be pitching right now, a little bit on the inside so they don't get all the meat of the bat on the ball.
Yeah, exactly. Simmons delivers another one on the inside and gets the strike call there. This umpire's just a little bit slow about letting us know that
I don't think he likes an inside pitch too well.
An 0-2 count now for Smith, the batter for the Starfires, with runners on second and third. Oh, and that one's going to hit Smith right in the ankle, and that cannot feel good. And I can tell you, I have definitely coached and been watching Grace Simmons for a while, and she's always good for at least one hit batter in every time she pitches. So not too bad so far. We've got it out of the way. Bases are loaded now. And we're back to the bottom of the lineup. Wynn, who got that double in the last inning, or the last at bat, which was this inning. The first pitch for Simmons is a little bit low for ball one. Oh, and I called it strike one here.
She's likely to hit more batters than the last pitcher because she likes to work on the inside half of the plate.
Yes, she does, and she takes another one just a little bit too inside. Oh, she does have a 1-1 count. See, this umpire is really tough to read. So it is 2-0?
Not anymore. Everybody's safe. No place to go with that one. A little soft grounder to third base. Didn't have a play.
Was she backhanding it?
I believe so. I have a post in my way here.
Oh.
I just saw where she stopped it, and there she was with it. So
The shortstop, number 8, Jenna Myers.
now we got bases loaded. One out.
And the scorekeeper here has them at 11 runs, so we're going to keep it at 11, not to 12 that I had. The first pitch was ball one, and that one's going to be on the inside as well for ball two.
Yes, indeed.
You're either going to wear it or you're going to get out of the way because Grace Simmons is going to throw them at you. So it's your call, your choice.
Well, you don't get too comfortable in the batter's box that way.
Nope, no you don't. Simmons throws another one on the inside, and that one looked like a good-looking strike.
That was.
A 2-1 count now for the batter, Myers. Myers is 2 for 2 now on the evening. That pitch is just a little bit high for ball 3. And this one's going to be fouled off for strike 2. The count full now for Myers. Simmons checking in for the sign. Delivers the pitch, and that one's going to be inside and behind the catcher. Oh, that would be ball 4 walk.
It was sort of behind. Almost.
Yep, it's still a walk either way you look at it, and still going to score another runner for the Starfires.
Yep. Still one out, still bases loaded.
And not much has changed.
The batter, the center fielder, number 16, Kayla Lefevre.
Lefevre is up to the plate. That pitch just a little bit too far outside for ball 1. Lefevre, the lone lefty on the team for the Starfires.
That's easy for you to say.
Yeah, not really. A 2-0 count now as Simmons struggling to find that strike zone. And now a 3-0 count as that one just a little bit low. And still on the outside edge of that strike or that plate. That one right down the middle, about chest high, but Lefevre takes a cut at it. And you could tell she wanted to check that swing back as it was way too high for her to be swinging at. That one's going to be fouled off. Now a 3-2. Yes, it was. I was going to catch it, but then the fence did. A 3-2 full count now for Lefevre and Grace Simmons, the sophomore pitcher. And that pitch looked good, and this is going to be a high fly ball, but Epper tries to reach for it, but can't get to it and tries to throw it to home when she had the easy out at second. So runners advance just one spot.
Yep.
Yeah, there we go. I think I got it now.
Pitcher number 15, Anna.
The pitcher has the sign, it looks like. Here we go.
That pitch on the inside just barely missing Nussbaum. And I'm running out of room. If this game keeps going at the rate it's going, I'm going to run out of room on my little score pad here. A 2-0 count now for Nussbaum as Simmons still struggles to find the white part of the plate.
No, that one hit her squarely.
And another hit by pitch for Simmons.
Scoring one more run.
Oh boy, the score now 14-0.
Looks like the Bruins are going to have something to work on in practice this week, Steve.
They've got a lot to work on in practice. Fly balls, moving to the fly ball would be where I would start. Nussbaum going to have courtesy runner come in for her.
Number 17.
Yep, that's been her courtesy runner all night. And now we've got Augsburger up at the plate. And the one thing I know about softball, baseball, if your pitcher is struggling, the batters aren't going to be swinging much.
Nope.
They're going to force Grace Simmons to find the strike zone, and she does there. And Hurd is getting underneath of it and actually makes the second out of the inning.
Nice catch there in the foul territory.
And that's 2 outs now for the Starfires, and the Bruins just need one more to come in and try to close the gap on this 14-0 lead the Starfires have brought. First pitch just a little bit high for ball one.
You know, Steve, it seems like some of the players out for the Bruins are playing a little bit tentatively yet, like they're not used to where they're playing and don't feel confident in doing it yet, which will come with time.
Yep, this one's hit out to center field, and that one is a goner. A grand slam by Hamill. Hit it square and never looked back. And let's see, 1, 2, 3, and 4. A 2-out home run gets the grand slam for Hamill, and the Bruins, the wind has to be taken out of their sail on that one. The score now 18-0. Baker, again, the last batter. She was the last one in the last lineup, and she's going to be the last one here, and we have got to get an out for the Bruins. A lot of shaded in areas here on the scorebook.
On the wrong side.
Definitely on the wrong side. As the Starfires have now batted through their lineup 3 times in 2 innings. After not even yet, we haven't even completed 2 full innings yet, and they have batted through 3 times.
Quick question, Steve. Has anyone on the Starfighters team not scored?
No. No, they've all touched the plate at least once. And that pitch is going to be 2-1. Two outs for the Starfires. There is nobody on the plate, so we will clear that off. There we go.
I have coached in games like this, and I've played in games like this, and it's not much fun on either side of that part.
Nope. I've been on the other side of games like this, and they're not fun either.
After a while, no.
Usually I will, and this is back before record keeping really mattered, but I would always have one of my girls jump off early just to get the out. Let them get their batting average up, but then ask them to get an out somehow.
We may have a runner
And we've
caught
got
here.
a pickle here. And she is going to be out as Kylie Edford goes ahead and gets that out. So
That may have been one of those that you were saying just a second ago.
yeah, it looked like that's what the coach said. So no big deal.
How many seniors are on this Blackford team this year, Steve? Do you know?
Let's see here. Rose Berry is a senior. Mackenzie Hundley is a senior. Lariah Lytle is a senior.
Peyote's a senior.
Peyote is a senior. So there's 4, and I believe that's it. Oh, J.C. Rogers. J.C. Rogers is a senior. Yeah, J.C. Rogers. So 5 seniors on the team. All right, so we're going to be back with the top of the 3rd inning after these messages from our sponsors. Let's get the right one.
Are you looking for custom shirts for your organization, sports team, or just a fun shirt for vacation? Get a hold of Jordan Lance today on Facebook at Clothing as a Canvas. Contact Jordan with all of your special shirt designs and prints. His creations are amazing and he even does special projects. Contact Jordan now on Facebook at Clothing as a Canvas.
Iowa Fireworks is your hometown owned and operated fireworks store. They have 17 years in the fireworks business and have every type of firework from prepackaged deals to mortars to the big boys and much, much more. New this year is convenient online ordering with an in-store pickup at all of our locations. We will be located at 235 West Washington Street in Hartford City, next to the Chinese restaurant. Visit today at www.pyrovillefireworks.com.
All right, looks like we're ready to come back. However, the umpires, maybe we had some changes in the lineup for the Starfires or changes in fielding. I'm not real sure, but it looks like Mackenzie Hundley is coming up in that number 8 slot.
I'll take this opportunity real quick to thank you and the other guys for what you've done here at Blackford. The small schools don't have a chance to see what larger schools have the funds to do.
Right. And the crazy thing is there's even bigger schools that don't have what we're doing. I started this from a guy who does it for Bluffton. And they're not really a big school. They're, what are they, a 3A?
I'm not sure
us?
anymore.
I believe they are. Mackenzie Hunley swings and misses for strike one. But, I mean, it's the small schools who are doing this because it doesn't cost a lot of money to get going in it. And it's easy to, especially the smaller communities, a nice job, a hit over to the pitcher, a 1-3 out for Hunley. But it's easy to get it started, a small initial investment. I think my initial investment, had I actually gotten a laptop that didn't cost way too much money, I mean, you can go out and buy a laptop for $300 these days. That'll do just fine. But I wanted to be a little bit over cautious and not have problems, so I went all out and paid almost $1,000 for this. But the initial investment, you can have an initial investment of about $1,500 to $2,000 and get into what we have here. And I don't even think it's that much, because you're talking like $160 for a camera. You can get a cheap tripod for $30, laptops for $300, audio mixers you can get for next to nothing. These headsets that we have are a little expensive, but all the wires and stuff like the gadgets aren't really that expensive either. So you can really get a nice setup to get started, and then start receiving some money from the your sponsors to go out there and buy the better stuff like the Mac and stuff like that. But like I say, an initial investment of about $1,500 will get you a nice little setup with one headset, and then as you get sponsors, you get more headsets and better equipment. You can upgrade like I have to the MacBook and stuff like that. I actually started off and bought a Mac as well, but that's neither here nor there.
Well, it means something to the community, I think.
Yeah, and it's definitely been received highly by everybody, and Blackford has an extremely loyal fan base, and they have been the biggest supporters of what I've been doing here than anybody else, than any sponsors or anything like that. And they're the ones who have paid for a lot of this stuff.
The center going to drop. Nope. No. Good catch by the center fielder.
Nice way to run in, pick it up.
I know in our community there's a lot of people that cannot go or are not physically able to attend the games a lot of times. And it makes something so great. They can still have support the school and the kids.
Yep, you're absolutely right. And that's part of the reason why I started doing it. Last year, I started trying to get people to come out to the basketball games for the boys and the girls. And the way I did that is I just started Facebook Living the basketball games. Well, then you come up to schools like South Adams where, cell phone reception inside isn't all that great. So, you had really grainy video, and I'm trying to let people know every time I saw somebody out in town, I'd say, you got to come and see this kid. He is amazing. And then I started thinking, you know what? I'm not from Blackford, so I have no family here in Blackford. All of my family lives in Grant County, and I have relatives that live in California, Kentucky, just all over the United States. And, I wanted them to have a way of watching, my kids play ball.
Exactly. And it's worked. I was listening to the broadcast all winter. I'm not able to sit in the bleachers physically.
Ooh, that nice drive out onto left field, down the left field line for Simmons. She's rounding first, going on to second. And
easily umpire did, though.
Yep. All right, so our broadcast has stopped. We're and we're back. Sorry about the delay in the broadcast, the poor internet connection that we have out here through our little jetpack was not enough. It kind of backlogged enough and not really got a great signal. I think we're at like 1 bar right now. Oh, and 1X. That's not even good. So it won't be great, and that one's going to be out of here. Nope, just lands shy of the
Off the base
fence.
of the wall.
Going to score one on a stand-up double.
That pitch was inside, and she's just turned on it real good.
She got it good, that's for sure. A nice hit by Myers.
The batter, the center fielder, number 16, Kayla LaFever.
Now we have the lefty up.
2 outs for the Starfires. 2 outs. Runner on second. Score 19-0. I'm pretty sure there's a mercy rule.
But I think it has to go 4 innings, doesn't it?
I believe it is. 4 innings. The score 19-0. Was it a 2-0 count, huh?
Yep.
See, I thought there was 15 after 4.
No, there's not.
Jason didn't think so. Jason didn't think so. But I thought there was. I swore there was. High school softball rules.
So there is no mercy rule. The Bruins are just going to have to take it. And the walk.
So we now have runners on the corners.
15 and a new song.
2 outs.
Oh, a nice pitch. Strike 1. And the runner did not advance to second. Yeah, this broadcast may stop.
I don't know the count. Sorry. No, you can't. No.
And the runner does advance. Oh, a nice fly ball out into left field. Caught by Roseberry.
For the 3rd out of the inning.
All right, well, let's clear that off. We'll be in the top of the 4th, and let's get into some more ads from some of our...
Are you looking for a used car at an affordable price? Call Dave Montgomery at Dave's Car Corner. He has the nicest used cars on the market, and you just can't beat the friendly service that Dave Montgomery provides. Located at 1225 North Walnut Street in Hartford City. Foundation Building Material is your building materials supplier for all of your building materials needs. From drywall, steel studs, to Armstrong ceiling tile and insulation. Foundation Building Material is founded on principle and built on purpose. Contact Aaron Farrell today at 260-472-2181.
Last. All right, we've got Hurd coming up to the plate, and it looks like that looks like a new pitcher.
Number 5.
Baker, the new pitcher for the Starfires. Yeah, so all right, should be interesting to see what the Bruins are going to come up with here to answer the 19-0 score in the top of the 4th. Should be the 4th. I wonder why that's bottom of. Yeah, see, it was I don't know why it does that to me. Every once in a while it does. Anyway, leading off for the Bruins is Alexa Hurd, followed by Kylie Eppard and Erin Cagle.
They are mostly Grace Simmons, Loriah Lytle, Alexa Hurd, Kylie Eppard, Erin Cagle, Kaylee Sills, Emma Jacobs. The designated hitters that McKenzie.
Hurd gets a hold of one, a fly ball in the infield, caught by the second baseman for the first out.
The batter.
It was contact, though. So
Yeah. Can't beat contact. Hurd struck out swinging her first at bat, and then gets a piece of that one and flies out to the second baseman. Eppard now swinging a miss, strike one. IHSA keeps a wrap on that. You have to actually send them a letter to get their rules.
The rule book, yes.
Yeah.
really,
Yep. IHSA keeps a wrap on just about everything.
Now, we found North Carolina's mercy rule, and it is 15 after 4, but nothing for Indiana yet.
Yeah. You probably won't find anything unless you find it in like a forum. A nice shot up the middle
up the
by
middle.
Kylie Eppard. You might find it in like a chat room or something like that.
Cagle.
and that was a nice shot right over the pitcher's head, right up the
Right.
middle.
And it gives the Bruins only their second hit of the game. First one by Grace Simmons. Now Erin Cagle up to the plate. Cagle swinging a miss. They must have called that a foul ball as it got by the catcher. And it looks like Peyote Henderson is going to be on deck for the Bruins in place of Kaylee Sills.
Swing and a miss, strike two.
Ooh, you don't want to let that inside pitch go too many times because this umpire will ring you up.
1-1, 1-2.
That pitch just a little bit high. A 2-2 count now, right?
Yep.
As a coach in a situation like this, I would have some of my better hitters. If they couldn't make good contact, I'd have them bunt,
Yep. That can be effective.
just so that they can get a good look at it.
Is this number one? The batter number one, Peyote Henderson. Okay, I'm gonna have to go. Let me let that. Thank you, sir. Sorry.
But yeah, I'd let them bunt just so that they're seeing the ball at this point, because if they're not seeing it, then they're not going to make contact. So if you get them bunting, then they can see it. Oh, Peyote drives one out down the right field line over to the right fielder who
Bobbles the
bobbles
ball.
it. And Cagle's going to move on to third and scoring position. The girls excited that Peyote gets a hit. The third hit for the Bruins.
Emma Jacobs.
And now Emma Jacobs, the junior, who was just featured on, and something has to do with aviation. I know she's going to try to get her pilot's license through the school. And that program received some grant money or something. I wasn't able to read it, but I did see it. Her and Nick Lee were there to receive this award or grant money or whatever it was. So
It's nice to see broadening of the horizons in schools, and smaller schools in particular.
Yep, exactly. I completely agree. As Emma Jacobs takes strike two and Peyote
Steal second.
steals on over to second. A fielder's choice as the catcher does not try to throw her out. The count now 1-2, 2 outs for the Bruins. And Jacobs drives that one out to right field and
It's
gets a
not
single
going to be a
out of it.
shutout today.
No, it's not, as Aaron Cagle is the first Bruin to step on home plate tonight. Uh-oh, what happened? Jacobs
threw out. She stole second and got caught stealing.
Well, not sure why
That was a
you
close
would do
play,
that.
though.
Who was involved in it?
The pitcher and the shortstop, I believe.
Okay. All right, that makes 3 outs, and the Bruins
Got on the scoreboard.
got on the scoreboard with 1 run. Had runners ready to go for 2, but not able to do anything with it. No, we're not in the bottom of the 5th. We're in the bottom of the 4th. All right, so let's get into more sponsorships for Blackford Sports Network.
Freiberger Attorney Law is looking to be your all-around attorney, leading the way for wills and trusts, criminal defense, and family law. Let her handle your divorce, child custody or adoption, and much more. Call or visit today at 217 North High Street in Hartford City, or call her at 765-329-5100. Call or stop in today, 765-329-5100.
All right, we're back again. We have a new player in the lineup for the Starfires.
As well as the Bruins. Big changes in the lineup for the Bruins, well, at least for the fielding. Reagan Harding looks like she's coming in at third. Macy Cagle's coming in as the second baseman. And Peyote Henderson out in center field. And it looks like that's J.C. Rogers is, I think that's J.C. I can't tell from this distance. But it looks like J.C. Rogers out in right field now. Everybody else looks to be the same. Grace Simmons still your pitcher. And change in the lineup for the Starfires. Alberson now in for Augsburger. She lets the first pitch go by, gets called strike 1. Second pitch the same, strike 2. Oh, 2 count for Alberson.
Fouls this one off to the left side.
Still an 0-2 count. Bottom of the 4th inning. The Starfires lead 19-1 over the Bruins. That changeup gets driven out into right field, right down the right field line. J.C. Rogers gets it into Cagle. The runner rounded second, but stays where she is. And as all good outfielders do, threw ahead of the runner all the way over to Reagan Harding to keep her at second. A nice hit by Alberson now.
Number 2, Mallory Hershey.
That was a nice hit down the right field line, just fair.
Just in the fair. It couldn't have been more than about 4 to 5 inches. And that one's going to be fouled off for an 0-1 count. And this one, this is a change too. I had him. Who is this thing again?
Number 2, Mallory Hershey.
Hershey?
Hershey.
Hershey in for Hamill. Hershey watches that one, just almost grazes the front side of her stomach for the walk, but takes that pitch for ball 1. Watches that pitch go by for ball 2.
Must have been a little high.
Just a little bit. That one's driven over the third base line, and Reagan Harding tips off of her glove and runs out of the outfield. She picks up the ball, though, gets it in, but not before Hershey makes it to first.
So we have runners on the corners now.
Number 5, Jade Baker.
Runners on the corner, as Terry said. And that one's going to be fouled off. And this is still Baker, right? Yep, Baker.
I think the runner on first base was looking to go second on that one.
She probably wants to.
She's an aggressive base runner.
I bet she is. All girls should be aggressive base runners. That pitch just narrowly almost grazes her again. I told you Grace Simmons likes to...
She will throw it inside.
She does every pitch. Just narrowly missing. A nice change up gets fouled off. A 1-2 count now for Baker.
Like it's beginning to cloud up a little bit, Steve.
Yeah, it's probably getting cold out there, which is another reason why I like to do the broadcasting. We don't have to be out there in it.
That's true. Much more comfortable up here.
Yes, it is. Absolutely.
I have a feeling my wife's not feeling the comfort right now, though.
Probably not. Probably not. The fans do look to be a little chilly. That inside pitch looked like it was going to hit Baker.
She pulled that one foul.
But she was able to make contact with it, wasn't she?
Yes, she made good contact. Just a little bit on the wrong side of the foul line.
Yep. I see blankets actually pulled out now from the fan base. So it must be getting chilly. The hoods are up and pulled tight.
And a swing and a
miss
miss
by Baker. And that's the second out? First out. Oh, my goodness. Yes, it is.
Now batting number 17, Megan Miller.
First out of the inning. Runners on the corner still.
Miller, the batter, swings and misses.
And
Foul.
they called it a foul ball?
Yep.
I didn't think she made contact with it. But called her out for leaving too early, huh? All right.
Now we have 2 outs.
2 outs.
A little too aggressive.
Just a bit. A swing and a
And a
miss
swing
by
and a miss.
Miller. An 0-2 count, 2 outs on Miller. She watches that one go by for ball 1. That one's in the dirt, ball 2. We are still in the bottom of the 4th. 2-2 count with 2 outs. Miller, your batter. Simmons, the pitcher. And that one's on the inside and going to allow Alderson to score.
Yep, got past the catcher. And now the bases are empty with 2 outs.
Yep. Full count on the batter, Miller. Oh, it's 20 now. 20-1.
Line drive
Oh,
over
and
the
Mason
second baseman's head.
Cable's wasn't able to get to it.
Now batting number 1, Madison Smith.
2 away and runner on first. Smith to bat.
Smith is that bat? Yep. Oh, a nice drive out into left field.
And caught by the left fielder.
Roseberry, as it's trailing away from her, sticks her glove in the air and makes the catch.
Says, see what I've got.
Yes, sir, and we'll be right back with the top of the 5th inning.
Friday Schauberger, attorney at law, is looking to be your all-around attorney, leading the way for wills and trusts, criminal defense, and family law. Let her handle your divorce, child custody or adoption, and much more. Call or visit today at 217 North High Street in Hartford City, or call her at 765-329-5100. Call or stop in today, 765-329-5100.
Custom shirts for your organization, sports team, or just a fun shirt for vacation? Get a hold of Jordan Lance today on Facebook at Clothing as a Canvas. Contact Jordan with all of your special shirt designs and prints. His creations are amazing and he even does special projects. Contact Jordan now on Facebook at Clothing as a Canvas.
All right, we're back, and we have figured out the mercy rule. And Terry, do you want to go ahead and talk about it?
Okay, after 5 innings, if the team is leading by 10 runs, then it is called. Now, this will also mean if the Starfire's hold the Bruins to no runs this inning, this half of the inning, I should say, the game will be over.
This game will be finished.